afternoon, everyone. It's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. It is my 9th wedding anniversary, so I have to, before we get started, say happy anniversary to my amazing husband, Todd, for the best, most exhausting, most exciting, most scary 9 years I ever imagined spending, and I wouldn't imagine spending it with anybody else. And I am so excited to spend another 9 years with you. Love you, baby. All right, so let's get started. I want to thank you guys for telling me about this magical video that is Farrah. All right, she hasn't posted as much lately. It's almost like she's been on this hiatus. And it's been weird. Like, I've been checking her Instagram, but I've been making this sort of concerted effort. Oh, I have a hair on my nose. I've been making this concerted effort to try not to target her because I think there's something going on here, you guys. But at the same time, sometimes there's things that just like fall in your lap and you literally can't ignore it. And this video is one of those things. It's concerning on multiple levels, not because of, well, maybe her inebriated state is one cue, but some of the things that she's talking about in this video really make me worried about what is going on in her life right now and what is going on with Sophia's life. The video is supposed to be like a docu-comedy, and it's about like, it's called Docu-Comedy Domestic Goddess Tour Skit #1. So she's trying to be funny, but it's really not funny at all, to be honest. And it's like she's trying to make her life funny, but she doesn't really have a very good delivery. And she has filmed this video with some music in the background that's super distracting, and I'm not actually going to play a lot of the video for you, but I will link the video in the description when we're done, or in the comments when we're done. There's some highlights in here that I want to talk to you about, and then I'll give you sort of some timestamps that we can look at. But she's like, in the beginning of the video, she's talking about how she doesn't like manipulation. Her kid is manipulating her. She went to the Waldorf, and then she makes this random comment. So she's like, I went to the Waldorf today, but where, they tried to call the police on me last time, alluding to the story of that was in the tabloids like a month ago or so, when someone said that they called the cops on her because she left Sophia in a room by herself, which was getting people to talk about her cucumber washing and her pork and her professional cucumber washing, if you know what I'm saying. So she said, they tried to put me in jail, but they can't put me in jail. Okay, like this is kind of this sort of sets the tone for what this video does. And then she starts talking about how her daughter, and this part of it is very like telling. She describes how she gives her daughter a list of things to do today and then tells her to leave her alone. So I'm just going to play that little clip for you right now.
I'm like, okay, here's a list of things to do all day. Don't bother me, and just do them. Now, by the end of the day...
So apparently, this is how homeschooling is run in Farrah's land. In homeschooling Farrah world, you give your child a list, and you tell them to do it, and then they're supposed to do everything on the list. And then you're not supposed to bother mommy. That's apparently how Sophia is learning right now. This is really sad, you guys. And she says that Sophia gives her a million excuses for not doing what she said. And she has done, and she's just done. She's done with her excuses for not uploading videos online. Which is another cue that she really doesn't so much maybe care about the homeschooling and is maybe spending all of her time trying to get Sophia to put content out online, because apparently like she's going to turn Sophia into a influencer now. Like that is what she's trying to do very hard on her TikTok account, on her Instagram, on Sophia's Instagram, on Sophia's YouTube, on her own YouTube. It's all designed around like amplifying Sophia up at this moment, and it's weird. And she goes, and then she's like going on and on and on. And she goes, but I taught my daughter how to manipulate. And that's a sad fact. That's what parents do. And then she starts going off about her father, about how, he never helps with Sophia, and why wouldn't he? Is that an excuse to not help with Sophia? And then she goes, well, I'm a single mom. It's just there's no direction in this. And she talks about how she's at a high level of annoying right now. The next segment is really bizarre, you guys. She talks about how she's at a waxer, and she's with her daughter. And she's on the table, and the lady's about to wax her face, right? And she says her mom calls. And she can't talk, so she puts her mom on speakerphone. And then she realizes that Sophia is going to talk to her. And she says that Sophia is talking to her grandma, and all she's doing is going, yeah, 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 yeah. And apparently Farrah doesn't like that her daughter is annoyed by the fact that Sophia is saying yeah every single way you can say yes in all the different ways, and that she's annoyed that her daughter won't actually talk to her grandma. And then she catches her daughter telling Deborah about how she wants to go to get ice cream, but her mom won't let her get ice cream, and her mom isn't taking her to get ice cream. So Farrah's natural solution is that Sophia's just not going to talk to Deborah anymore. What? She said that Deborah has taught Sophia how to manipulate over the phone, and apparently Sophia wanting to go out for ice cream and manipulating her grandmother about it by talking to her grandma about wanting to go to ice cream is grounds in Farrah's house to not let grandma talk to your daughter anymore. What? These are just like, you literally cannot make that up. So then she starts going on this random ramble about Alexa. The little like digital thing that you can talk to, and you're like, Alexa, play me a song. Alexa, read me my audiobooks. Alexa, tell me what the weather's like. Well, I guess at her house with her dad, she has 2 Alexas. And the Alexa upstairs does everything she wants, and the Alexa downstairs doesn't do anything that she wants. And apparently that's a metaphor for her family, that her downstairs Alexa hates her just the same way her family does. And mind you, this is all in one. Look at all the things we've covered so far. We've covered manipulation of her daughter, her homeschooling techniques of getting her daughter a list, her dad, talking to Deborah on the phone, and now we're talking about Alexa. And this is literally all in the same, first 5 minutes. It's crazy. And then she says, I'm going to crack. Just wait. And I want to play you that clip. She's so... Farrah. What is going on with you, Farrah, girl? Girl, Farrah, come on now.
Because your ass is going to be thrown over the balcony. Bye. So that day is coming. I am cracking, and it will happen. Till then.
So she admits she's on the verge of cracking. Now, I think to be fair, I don't know if this is real or if this is like her just being, I don't know, funny. We've all been there, right? As a mother. All of us have been there as parents. And if you haven't had parents, you should know that we've all been there when we feel like we're going to crack. But I feel like this is more of like a foreshadow for the future of what we can expect to see next on the channel. Or in the headlines, per se, of her checking into a wellness retreat to deal with some emotional disorders, or whatever. She's really exhausted. Cue the next celebrity rehab stay. That's what I'm getting from this, okay? Then she starts going on about how, and this is the part where it gets very weird, like really weird. She says, while I'm driving, specificity, she's trying to say specifically, and she says specificity, it would not be a Farrah video without at least one word that's not pronounced correctly, and it was specificity. She says she's trying to avoid racism because everybody is racist while they're driving. I'm not even kidding. I have this clip for you guys. When I heard it, she tries to edit it out, but you can hear it. You can hear her start saying it, and then she tries to edit it out, but then you can actually hear her finish it. Just listen very closely.
I don't hear excuses. I also, while I'm driving, you know, racist while we're driving, so let's just not even pretend.
We're all racist while we're driving, so let's not even try to pretend. She seriously just said that. And she tried to edit it out, but you still get the whole thing. You cannot make this up. This made it to the final version on her video. We're all racist when we're driving. Farrah, I am not racist when I'm driving. I am literally never racist when I'm driving. Ever. I'm never racist. Racist people are racist when they're driving, right? I mean, she can't even edit correctly. And there's another time during the video where she is unable to edit correctly. The hits just keep on coming, let's just say. So she talks about how after this, she says, you know, everyone's racist when they're driving. So now what she does to avoid that is she just doesn't look at anyone at all. So she just doesn't look at you or anyone driving by her at all when she's driving, so that she doesn't say anything inappropriately around her daughter, because she doesn't want to raise her daughter to be racist, and she doesn't want to raise her daughter to swear. And so she says she has taken hypno classes so that she doesn't have to cuss anymore, but then says that cussing is actually a sign of intelligence. And so even though she cusses a lot, like, she just doesn't want to hear it all the time, and she doesn't want to hear her daughter hearing it. And then she starts going on another tangent about going into therapy and how she's learned so much in therapy and it's taught her so much, but she doesn't need it anymore. She knows everything. And then she goes, I'm retraining my brain on how to get 50 things done in a day. Okay. To cut next, where she starts talking about how she doesn't go out ever. She only ever goes out for work. And the only thing that she does for herself are her med, spa, and beauty things. And then she starts talking about how she was just at this event for work. Like, you almost need a roadmap for this video, because it's so all over the place and you don't know where it's going to go. And I'm like, I couldn't even keep track. So she's talking about racism in the car. I mean, we've tackled a lot in this video. Manipulation of a child, no longer talking to grandma, Alexa not giving her what she wants, not being racist in the car, and then now she's going to start talking about dating. And this is the part where you actually get cued into the fact that she's racist, because she starts talking about this guy that has a ponytail and a mustache, and she says he's so kooky and creative. You know, like hipster, like they got the ponytail and the mustache, like they're so. And she's like, you know, because guys think that if they dress like that, they're gonna think that they're not gonna cheat on us, and he thinks that he's not gonna cheat. And she says, but I saw this guy at the pool with an African American lady doing a little fingering in the corner. Later that night, I saw her with an Asian girl. So I'm going to play you that clip because it's like too impossible. It's too hard to like even describe into words. And it's literally the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard her say, and proof positive that this chick is definitely got some R in her veins.
At the pool with like an African American lady, checking her out, and probably like getting it on, doing a little fingering over there in the corner. And then come back later at night, open up that gate, and now he's walking his dog with an Asian girl. You know, he's just swapping cultures, but he doesn't cheat. No, not me, ladies. I don't cheat. I'm inspired by that. Yeah.
So apparently this all stems from the fact that night she met him, and he how do I say this? She met him, and apparently he said to her that he was hitting on her, like, all night, and that he doesn't cheat. But then she's saying, well, I saw him at the pool with this lady, and I saw him pool with this lady. But she didn't have to point out their ethnicities. She just had to point that she didn't. She could have just said, I saw him with one lady in the pool and one walking a dog. But she went there. She really, 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 really went there. And this is I'm saying she had to point it out. I didn't say that. Anyway, I'm not going to pay attention to chat. Anyway, she has definitely got some VI vibes exactly for what you said in the chat there. So the video ends with her basically, that's it. That's basically the story, and that's how it ends. And she's, not going to date because guys cheat, and women need to trust women let men lie to them. And so if you don't let a man lie to you, then don't worry about it and whatever. Now, if you want to check the full video out, I'll link it in the comments when I'm done uploading this video. It will take a while. So just remember, if you're catching this at the end of the stream, it'll take about a half an hour to get everything up online for you. I will be back later with some more, but as always, I want to thank you so much to my subscribers for cueing me in about this video, as well as to say thank you guys for helping me hit over 13,000 subscribers. Seriously. Just earlier on Sunday, I hit 12,000. Within 3 days, you guys, I'm over 13,000. This channel is growing so fast, and I wouldn't be able to do it without all of you here, and I appreciate you here every single day. And just remember that everything that we snark on is only in good fun, and nothing that I say should ever be taken as fact. I really hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope I gave you something to make you forget about your troubles. Bye!